Good afternoon, everyone. Spokane Steve here, and it's time once again for Strat-O-Matic Baseball. The date is June the 1st, 1966, and we begin a short two-game set. The Baltimore Orioles at the California Angels, and welcome to Franklin. I knew if anybody would be here, it would be Franklin. Franklin, a longtime Orioles fan. And howdy to Ben, Michael, and Mike. Two right-handers on the mound for today's game. Wally Bunker for the Orioles and Fred Newman for the Angels. Their real-life numbers on the surface would appear to be evenly matched. Ben treated himself to some Guinness. I never developed a taste for Guinness, and I understand that it's an acquired taste. In other words, I have to confess I never really gave it a fair shot, but just didn't. Something about the thickness of it. The numbers for the pitchers: Bunker 2-3 with a high 6.07 ERA. This will be his 9th start. He has one complete game. For Newman, he is 1-3 with an even worse ERA, 7.34 in 6 starts. So as I like to say in those situations, take the over. 399 subscribers now. Who's going to be 400? Again, if you're watching this now or later, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and the like button. It's free and it's easy. And, okay. What else have I got for this? Any other tidbits before the game starts? Lou Burdette unavailable for the Angels out of the pen today. Baltimore in first place, of course, on a 2-game winning streak. California L1. This was a Bob Cole suggestion, by the way. I put the current streak to the left of the team name. Oh, I know. I'm going to have to stop at roughly 2 o'clock and check my waivers list. My Event 1 Barnstormers team drafted yesterday. I missed Appling at short, Sam McDowell, Kent Tucolvy, and a couple of minor players. So trying to repair some things through waivers. And of course, these teams remain fluid. Free agents don't cost you anything until the season starts on the 24th. So I want to check in on my waivers at 2. Here's the lineup for the Orioles today. Luis Aparicio leads it off at shortstop. Russ Snyder is in center field. Boog Powell batting third at first base. Brooks Robinson at third base. Frank Robinson not in the lineup today. Kurt Blefary in left field, Davey Johnson at second base, Sam Bowens in right, Andy Etchebarren the catcher, and Bunker the pitcher. Frank Robinson did pinch hit in this game in real life, so he's available. In fact, this game I believe was extra innings. I forgot to write that in. It was 9-7 in 10 innings. Jerry Neudecker will be calling the balls and strikes. And we're about ready to go here as the clock strikes 1:30. Okay, Newman's ready to go to work. Here's Aparicio to lead things off. Luis comes in at 242, 2 homers, 18 runs batted in. Here's the windup. And the first pitch of the ball game is a 4-4 right-handed catcher's card X. That's going to be Satriano, a 4E3. And here's the play on an 11. That's going to be the error range. A 5 on an E3 Little number in front of the plate. Satriano pounces on it and throws him out. And good afternoon to Robert. Welcome aboard. Russ Snyder will be the hitter now. Snyder hitting just .211, 12 for 57, looking for his first home run. Newman into the windup. Pitch to Snyder is a 6-3 lefty. It's a grounder to the pitcher X. Newman a 3E14. Hurries off the mound on the E range of a 3 on a 14. This could be trouble, and it's off his glove for an error. Error on the pitcher. Snyder aboard. Let's check the battery now. Newman with a good -2 hold. Offset by Satriano's +2 arm. So Snyder a 13, not a star stealer. He will not be held. But a good base runner at 15. And the batter will be the Boog. Boog Powell leads the club in batting at .355. He leads them in homers with 13. And he's tied with Frank Robinson for the team RBI lead with 34. So the big Boog at the plate. Newman from the stretch. That's going to be a 1-9 right-handed. Called strike 3. Neudecker rings him up. And there's 2 down. The batter will be Brooks Robinson. Brooks hitting .289, 6 homers, 32 RBIs. Newman out of the stretch. It's a 2-5 right-handed ground ball left to short. Fregosi gloves it, turns and throws to Seaburn, and the side is retired. No runs, no hits, 1 left. There was an error, and after half an inning of play, it's Baltimore 0, California coming to bat. Hello, Bob Cole. Ben's favorite sports, MLS, yep. As Bunker gets ready to work, let's give you the Angels lineup. It's Jose Cardenal in center field. Jim Fregosi at shortstop. Rick Reichard is in left field. Norm Seaburn, the first baseman, in the cleanup spot. Ed Kirkpatrick will be in right field. Bobby Knopp at second. Tom Satriano behind the plate. Paul Scholl at third base, and Newman the pitcher. Bunker, despite the struggles, does have 41 strikeouts in 46 innings. And Cardinal will step to the plate now. Cardinal hitting .220, 5 home runs, 17 runs batted in. Bunker into the windup. Here's the pitch on a 3-10 right-handed. Called strike 3. So what looks to be a fairly generous strike zone from Neudecker today. And with 1 out, Jim Fregosi will be the hitter. Fregosi leading the club at .328. 6 homers and his 27 RBIs, tied with Reichart for the team lead. Both of the American League home run leaders at the moment in the game, Boog Powell and Rick Reichart, tied for the AL lead with 13 apiece. And here's Fregosi now. Bunker gets the sign. Pitch to Fregosi on a 6-11. It's a grounder down to first base. Powell will take it. Flips to Bunker covering. And there's 2 down. And here's the aforementioned Reichart. 305, 13 homers, 27 RBIs. Bunker into the windup. 110 right-handed at the ball. Oh, that ball is absolutely drilled to left field. Going back is Bleffery. At the wall, it's gone. And Rick Reichart has just taken sole possession of the American League home run lead with his 14th of the season. And the Angels jump out to an early 1-0 lead. Let's take another look at it like we do with the homers. 110 to 17, he rolled the 2. Homer number 14 for Rick Reichart. Here's Norm Seaburn now. Sebring hitting just 196, 1 homer, 7 RBIs, left-handed batter, bunker set. Here's the windup on the pitch. It's a 3-5 right-handed, and he loses in ball 4. Bunker perhaps a little rattled after the home run. Nowhere near the plate on those last two. And here's Kirkpatrick now. Kirkpatrick just 14 for 72. That's a 194 average. 2 home runs for the left-handed hitter. Bunker's pitch from the stretch is a 1-5 righty. That's going to be a liner towards second base. Single it to 4, and it's caught by Davy Johnson. That'll do it. Angels get a run on the Reichard homer, leave a man, and after 1 inning of play, it's 1-0. Fred Newman getting loose for the 2nd inning. Kurt Blefary will lead it off for Baltimore. Blefary at 305, 11 home runs, 32 runs batted in. Newman into the windup. Here's the pitch to Blefary. It's a 6-8 left-handed. That's going to be hit into right field, and that's going to be a base hit for Blefary. Leadoff single for Blefary, and here's Davy Johnson. Johnson at 254, 2 homers, 18 RBIs. Newman out of the stretch, and here's the pitch to Johnson, a 5-9 righty. It's a grounder to short X. Tough chance for Fregosi. Jim a 2E36 as he ranges up the middle, and here's the play on a 12. That'll be the E range. An 8 on a 36. This could be trouble, and it's off his glove for an error. E6, first 2 Orioles reach. Second Angel error. Newman made an error in the 1st inning. And with nobody out, 2 aboard, the batter will be Sam Bowens. Bowens hit just 6 for 40. It's a 150 average. He does have 1 home run. Good bunting situation, but then you've got Echebarren, and after that you've got the pitcher. So he's going to swing away. Here's Newman's pitch on a 2-9. Called strike 3. Second strikeout for Newman. And here's Echebarren. Echebarren hitting 299. 6 home runs, 19 runs batted in. Newman checks the runners. Here's the pitch to the plate. It's a 5-6 right-handed fly ball into straightaway left. Reichard glides over and makes the catch. So it will be up to Bunker after all. Right-handed batter. Here's the pitch. 2-5, struck him out. Strikeout number 3 for Newman. No runs to hit, 2 left for Baltimore. Newman rated 6 for endurance, Bunker just 5. As we go to the bottom of the 2nd here on a rare Saturday broadcast. I tell you, everything's up in the air. These days, I mean. Bobby Canopo lead off the bottom of the inning. Bobby hitting 216, 3 homers, 13 RBIs. Fine defensive player, yet to get it going at the plate. And here's Bunker into the windup on a 3-5 righty. Struck him out. Strikeout number 2 for Wally Bunker. And here's Tom Satriano, the backup catcher, just 5 for 28. 2 of the 5 hits triples, interestingly enough. And here's the pitch from Bunker. 6'4" lefty, hard smash down to third base X. That's where the Gold Glover Brooks Robinson is playing. 1E13, diving towards the line. He makes an incredible stop to his feet. The throw across in time. Oh my goodness. Would you look at that? Even the home crowd is applauding him. On a 5-3X exclamation point, you better believe that's a web gem. So Satriano robbed of a base hit by the human vacuum cleaner, and with 2 down and nobody on, here's Paul Schaal. Schaal hitting .246, 2 homers, 10 RBIs. Bunker into the windup. That's going to be a 5-5 right-handed. He lifts one into left. Bleffery comes in a bit and makes the grab to retire the side. So an easy 1-2-3 inning for Wally Bunker. And 2 innings in, we are 1-0 Angels. Top of the order for Baltimore in the 3rd inning. How many of you could picture that play? Boy, I could. Aparicio 0 for 1 standing in from the right side as Newman gets his sign. Here's the windup. Here's the pitch on a 4-2. Shallow fly ball to center. On comes Jose Cardenal. Still coming. And he makes the catch. And Jeremiah's here. Welcome aboard. Here's Russ Snyder, reached on an error in the 1st. Newman gets the sign. On a 3-7, it's a fly ball into straightaway right. Kirkpatrick going back, and he's there to make the grab. And that'll bring up Powell. Powell struck out in the 1st. Newman gets his sign from Satriano, and here's the pitch to Boog on a 4-11 left-handed. It's a fly to left field X. Tough chance for Reichart. Rick, a 3-E9. And here's the play. Error rate. It's that dreaded 5 on an E9, and he muffs it. Heading into second is Powell. It will be a 2-base error. The 3rd California error already. And that'll give Brooks Robinson a chance here. Powell in scoring position with 2 away. Newman, a check of the runner. And here's the pitch to Brooks on a 3-9. He rips one hard into right field. That is over Kirkpatrick's head. Scoring easily is Powell. And Brooks into second with a game-tying RBI double. Unearned run charged to Newman on a clutch 2-out double by Brooks Robinson. So Brooks takes one away, and then Brooks puts one on the board. Kurt Bleffery strides to the plate. The left-hander singled his first time up. Runner in scoring position. Newman checks the runner. Now comes to the plate. 3-11 righty, fly to center field. That's Cardenal. Waits for it and makes the catch to retire the side. The Orioles tie it on a run on a hit and leave a man. And we're all tied at 1. PBA is on later. PBA. Help me out, Jeremiah. Brooks with the early player of the game vote for sure. Bowling, thank you, thank you. Fred Newman will lead off the bottom of the inning for the Angels. Wally Bunker gets the sign from Echeverria. Now here's the pitch. It's a 1-12, pops him up, right side. Davy Johnson waiting on it and makes the catch. One away, and we'll flip it over to the top of the order. Jose Cardinal, and a warm welcome to Kenyon Gray. Here's Cardinal, 0 for 1. Bunker into the windup. 4-6 right-handed. Grounder down to third base. Brooks Robinson gloves it, throws to Powell. 2 down. The batter will be Jim Fregosi. Fregosi 0 for 1. Bunker gets the sign now. Here's the pitch to Fregosi on a 1-8 ground ball shortstop way. Aparicio comes in on it, gloves it, throws on the run. And it's a 1-2-3 inning for Wally Bunker, who's now retired 7 in a row. So through 3 innings of play, it's a 1-1 tie. Not exactly what I expected with these two starting pitchers, but that's Strat-O-Matic, isn't it? Fred Newman getting ready to go to work here in the 4th. Davy Johnson will lead things off for Baltimore. Johnson reached on an error in the 2nd. Standing in from the right side as Newman gets the sign. And here's the pitch to Johnson on a 4-7 right-handed. That's going to be a liner towards third. And that is past the diving Shaw into left field for a base hit. Leadoff single for Johnson, Orioles' 3rd hit of the day. And the batter will be Bowens. Bowens struck out his first time. Newman, now working from the stretch, gets his sign, and the pitch to Bowens is a 6-12 right-handed, a grounder first base X. Tough chance for Seaburn, a 4-E10. Here's the result of the play on a 4. He's not going to get that. That's past him and go rolling into the corner. Rounding is Bowens. He's headed for second. They're going to hold Johnson at third as Bowens stops at second with a double. And the Orioles are in business here with second and third and nobody out in the 4th. That would have been a tough chance for Seaburn, as that ball was roped. Here's Andy Etchebarren. 4th inning, the Angels will pull the infield in with nobody out, and here's the pitch to Etchebarren. It's a 4-9 right-handed grounder to third base B. Shaw has it. They've got the lead man, throws to the plate and nails Davy Johnson. We're going to call that a 5-2 force. Bowens to third. And the infield in saves a run. Bunker now, a B bunter. Infield will remain in. Bunker a C, squares to bunt. It's a 5 on a C, and he bunts it to the pitcher, who throws to first, and Etchebarren advances to second. The batter will be Aparicio, 0 for 2 today. Second and third, nobody out. Newman trying to get out of this one. And here's his pitch to Aparicio. It's a 4-8 right-handed. Single up the middle and into center. Here comes Bowens to score. They're waving Etchebarren around. Here's the throw. He's going to cut that off, and Etchebarren will score on a 2-run single by Aparicio, and the Orioles take a 3-1 lead. Aparicio star 17, held at 15, and with 2 outs, he's going to try for that lead. 2 through 5, 11 or 12. 7, he does not get the lead, and Snyder will swing away. Here's Newman's pitch to Russ Snyder. That's a 5-7 lefty. That's going to be base hit into right field. Double to 5. It'll be a 2-star single. Aparicio all the way to third. Fourth hit of the inning off at Newman. That's going to get him stirring in the California pen. George Brunette, the lefty. Jim McLaughlin, the righty, throwing down there. Satriano out on the mound now, going over some signs with Newman. Runners at the corners, 2 down. Boog Powell, the hitter. Powell waiting patiently. Now Satriano back into the crouch. Flashes the sign. And here comes Newman's pitch. It's a 3-8 right-handed base hit into left field. Powell goes the other way with it. Aparicio will score. Snyder can try to go to third. 15 plus 2 minus 2. And then the +1 right card, 16. They're going to send him. And they're going to throw. 16 to third. He's in there. And on the 5, Powell moves up. Angels gambling that they could get away with a throw without Powell advancing, and it backfired. Five hits in the inning for the Orioles. And here's Brooks Robinson, who doubled in the first run for the team in the third. Newman gets the sign. The pitch is a 6-9 right-handed, and that ball is driven to left field. Back is right card. That's going to be off the wall for a double. Here comes Snyder. Here comes Powell to score, and the Orioles have blown it open here in the fourth on Brooks Robinson's second double of the afternoon. Holy cow. 6-1 the score now, and here comes Rigney, and that's going to do it for Newman. Short day for Fred Newman. I have to admit, I'm not surprised. Blefary, Johnson, Bowens, Echebarren, Dew. They're going to go to McLaughlin. So Newman lasts just 3 2/3 today. Eight hits, 6 runs so far. Didn't walk a batter. And struck out 3. Orioles will bat around here in the fourth as Kurt Blefary comes to bat. Howdy, Larry Harris. Yes, he did. McLaughlin. Let's check his numbers while he completes his warm-up tosses. 7 starts, 3 relief appearances, 1 and 2 with a 4.57. Facing Kurt Blefary, who's 1 for 2. Brooks Robinson standing at second. Here's the windup and the pitch to the plate on a 5-9. Swung on and missed, strike 3. Five big ones for Baltimore on 6 hits, and they leave 1. And they take a 6-1 lead to the bottom of the 4th. And a very content Wally Bunker takes the mound and begins his warm-up tosses for the bottom of the 4th. Well, you were right, Bob. Newman, really not much of a chance against this Baltimore lineup. They came in batting .271 as a team with 57 home runs. Angels, by contrast, .244 as a team with 50 home runs. And Reichard and Warner have just over half of those. Speaking of Reichard, he'll lead off the bottom of the 4th. He homered his first time up. Excuse me. Homered his first time up for the Angels' only run. Bunker ready to go to work now. Gets the sign from Andy Etchebarren. Pitch to Reichard on a 1-6. He rips one into left field. Triple to 7. He's going to settle for the long single on a 19. And Reichard has both of the Angels' hits today. Star 15 Steeler, let's check the battery. Bunker a +1 hold, Etchebarren a 0. So Reichard is 16, he'll be held at 14. And the batter will be Seaburn. I'd try to steal at 14, but trailing by 5, they're going to let Seaburn swing away. Bunker out of the stretch. The pitch to Seaburn is a 4-8 left-hander, and he drops a base hit into left field. Goes the other way with it. Reichard can try to go to third. 11. Blefary is 0. He will hold at second. 1 through 11 to take third. And the first 2 Angels reach in the bottom of the 4th. That'll bring up Ed Kirkpatrick. Kirkpatrick lined to second his first time up. Bunker checks the runners. Now from the stretch, the pitch to Kirkpatrick rather, on a 2-6, called strike 3. Home plate umpire Neudecker rings him up, and with 1 away, the batter will be Knopp. Bobby Knopp struck out his first time today. Wally Bunker studying the signs. Here's the pitch. That's a 4-11 right-handed fly ball to left field X. Tough chance for Blefary. Blefary, 4E7. As he ranges towards the gap on a 15. That's going to drop for a single 2 stars. Scoring Reichard. All the way to third is Seaburn. That makes the score 6-2. Third Angel single of the inning. And here's Satriano with 1 away. Satriano 0 for 1. Infield at double play depth as Bunker comes in there with a 3-9 right-handed grounder to second base. Johnson to his left. His only play is to first, and another run will score. Seaburn crosses the plate. Knopp to second. Give an RBI to Satriano. And it's a 6-3 ball game. Batter will be Shaw. Shaw flew to left his first time up. Bunker into the windup. Pitch to Paul Shaw on a 2-8. Struck him out, and that'll do it. Angels score a pair on 3 hits and leave 1. After 4 innings of play, it's 6-3 Baltimore. Angels trying to make it a game. Here's Jim McLaughlin now. Came in to strike out Blefary to end the fourth. He'll go to work here in the fifth, facing Johnson, Bowens, and Echeverren. It's in the back of my mind, Franklin. Rough inning there for Bunker. Here's Davy Johnson to lead off the fifth. Davy 1 for 2 today. McLaughlin gets the sign from Satriano. Here's the windup and the pitch on a 3-7. Struck him out. McLaughlin struck out both batters he's faced so far. And the batter will be Bowens. Exactly, Jeremiah. Bowens 1 for 2. Doubled and scored in the fourth. Now the pitch from McLaughlin. That's a 4-10 right-handed. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. So McLaughlin, announcing his presence with authority, came on to strike out Blefary in the fourth. Now he whiffs Johnson and Bowens in the fifth. And here's Andy Echeverren. McLaughlin working quickly into the windup. It's a 2-3 and he hits him. We're going to have to roll for it. And he will take his base. That one got away from McLaughlin. McLaughlin throwing hard today. Echeverren not happy. And here's Bunker. The pitch from McLaughlin. It's a 1-7. Struck him out. And McLaughlin strikes out the side. Bunker now in his first potential inning of fatigue. His first inning of potential fatigue. Franklin never trusted Bunker. What were his real life numbers that year? Let's take another look. 10-6, 4.29, 24 starts. More hits allowed than innings. Trailing by 3, the Angels will have to send up a pinch hitter for McLaughlin. Hate to do it in a way. McLaughlin's pitched well. George Brunette was warming up. He's ready. He'll be the next pitcher. Look at that line for Jim McLaughlin. Newman, 6 runs, 5 earned. We can close the book on him. And against Bunker, pinch hitter will be Jimmy Pearsall. Pearsall, a right-handed batter. His numbers on the season, 13 for 42. That's a .310 average, no home runs. So Pearsall standing in from the right side. Bunker ready to go to work here in the fifth. Gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch to Pearsall on a 1-5. Base hit up the middle. Into center field for a leadoff single. So Pearsall comes through off the bench. And the batter will be Activity now in the Baltimore pen. Mo Drabowski, the righty. Bill Short, the lefty, throwing down there. Jose Cardinal will be the batter. He's 0 for 2 today. Bunker gets the sign, working from the stretch. Pitch to Jose on a 5-7, and he bangs one into left center. Over to cut it off, Snyder, double to 6. He'll settle for the long single. All the way to third is Pearsall. And with the tying run to the plate, Bauer is not going to wait around for Bunker to tire. One more hit or walk would do it, but he's going to pull him now. So, no surprise to this announcer. Neither starting pitcher will work deep in this one. And the pitcher will be Drabowski. So Bunker just 4+. 6 hits, 3 runs so far, 1 walk, 3 strikeouts. Pearsall at third base, Cardinal at first, Drabowski with a -2 hold. That will make Cardinal a 15, not held. They're going to have to hold him at 13, and Jim Fregosi at the plate. Infield back with the runner held. Drabowski's numbers, he's been in a dozen games, 1-0 with a 2.08. Mo ready to go to work. Here's the pitch from the stretch to Fregosi on a 2-11. He drops one into right field for a single. That will score Pearsall. Cardinal can try to go to third. 17-19. Bowen's a -118. They're going to send him, and the Orioles will cut it off and keep Fregosi at first. So an RBI single for Fregosi, that drives in Pearsall. And the score is 6-4. 3 consecutive hits here to open the 5th. There's still nobody out. Looks like a wild one, folks. Here comes Rick Reichart, 2 for 2. Let's check Fregosi's running. He's a star 16, -214. He'll be held at 12. 6-4 the score now. Infield at double play depth. Here comes the pitch to Reichart. It's a 2-5 right-handed. Struck him out. Big K there for Drabowski. And with 1 away, Norm Seaburn will be the hitter. Seaburn singled and walked so far. Drabowski set. Here's the pitch. It's a 1-11 right-handed fly ball to right field B ? Bowens is there to make the catch. Cardinal can tag up on that. 17, 19, 18. He's going to tag. Here's the throw to the plate, 1-18. He scores easily. And that'll be a sac fly for Seaburn. That makes it a 1-run ball game now. And here's Ed Kirkpatrick. Drabowski gets the sign from the stretch. 4-2. Grounder second base. Davy Johnson has it. Flips to Powell, and the inning is over. The Angels, however, come up with 2 runs on 3 hits, leave 1. After 5 innings of play, we got a 6-5 humdinger going here. Here's Brunette, left-handed pitcher. He's been in 13 games, 5 of them starts, 3-2 with 1 save and a 4.25 earned run average. And I'm going to grab some coffee. Give me just a minute here. And we are back. In wrestling terms, it's a slobber knocker. I like that. Okay. Brunette has completed his warm-ups. It'll be the top of the order for Baltimore here in the 6th in a 6-5 game. Left-hander gets the sign from the catcher, Satriano. Here's the pitch to Aparicio. It's a 6'9" right-handed, and he bangs that into left center for a base hit. Double on a 1. He almost gets it. He will round and hold with a long single. Brunette a 0, Satriano a +2. So Aparicio a 19, held on at 17, and of course he's going to try for the lead at 17. 2 through 5, 11, and 12. It's a 9. He does not get it. What would he be on the back? 11. 11 on the back number being held. Here's the pitch to Snyder. It's a 3-6 lefty. He struck him out. Boog Powell will be the batter now. Boog 1 for 3 today. It was a split. It was the 6'9" off of Brunette. Double 1, single anything else, wasn't it? Do I need to do a review? I think we're good. Play will proceed with Boog Powell at the plate. Runner on first, 1 down. The left-hander winds and deals. 5-4, catcher's card X. Tough chance for Satriano. A 4-E3. Here's the play on a 15. That'll be a pass ball followed by a foul out. And Aparicio takes second on the pass ball. So 2 down, Aparicio in scoring position. And here's Brooks Robinson, 2 for 3 with a pair of doubles. He's knocked in 3 today. Brunette studying the signs. Here's the pitch to Brooks. It's a 2-2, and he hits him on a 3. Second Oriole batter hit today. Not by the same pitcher. And here's Bleffery now. First and second, 2 down. Bleffery, 1 for 3. Brunette checks the runners. Now comes to the plate, 3-7. It's a single to 2. Line drive towards second, and it's caught by Knopp to end the inning. Liner right at Bobby Knopp. Orioles leave a pair, and we go to the bottom of the 6th. Second inning of work for Drabowski. We can close the book on Bunker now. It'll be Knopp, Satriano, and Shaw for the Angels here in the bottom of the 6th. Drabowski gets the sign from Echeverria, and here's the windup, and here's the pitch to Knopp. It's a 3-7 right-handed fly ball to straightaway center. Snyder is there, and he puts it away for out number 1. Here's Tom Satriano now, the left-handed hitting catcher, 0 for 2 on the day. Drabowski into the windup. 3-8 righty, number to the left of second. Johnson is there. Flips to Powell, 2 down quickly. And the batter will be Shaw. Shaw 0 for 2. Drabowski into the windup. 3-8 right-handed, and he loses him, ball 4. A 2-out walk to Shaw. For Shaw, that's his 30th walk of the season. He only worked 1. Well, we got a hit for him, don't we? So Brunette, 1 inning, 1 hit, no walks. He hit a batter and struck out 1. Right-handers due up. Right-hander Howie Reed, who pitched in this game in real life, getting loose. And Willie Smith will be the batter. Smith also hit in this game in real life, left-handed hitter. Drabowski from the stretch. That's going to be a 5-5 left-handed, swung on and missed, strike 3. Down goes Smith, and that'll end the inning. And Howie Reed will come in and take over on the mound for California. Howie Reed pitched 1 game, 1 scoreless inning. I'm going to pull his card up here on my screen. I might need a better angle, or a better view. It'll be Johnson, Bowens, and Echeverria in the 7th. It's a 6-5 game. Okay, Reed's ready to work. Here's Davy Johnson, 1 for 3 on the day. Howie Reed into the windup. It's a 6-8 right-handed, and he loses him ball 4. Leadoff walk to Johnson. Reed with a good hold, -3. Satriano a +2 arm, -1 battery for Johnson. Not held at 12, and here's Bowens. Bowens 1 for 3 today. And he squares the bunt. 7B, he gets it down. First baseman has to take it. And the runner advances. So this time Bowens did bunt. And the batter will be Andy Etchebarren. And stepping into the on-deck circle with a bat, none other than Frank Robinson. Johnson at second, 1 away. Etchebarren at the plate. Reed into the windup. On a 2-7, called strike 3. Oh my goodness, Etchebarren not happy. He was hit by a pitch his last at bat, now rung up on strikes. And that'll do it for Drabowski, and the pinch hitter will be Frank Robinson. Two innings for Drabowski, 1 hit, 1 walk, 2 strikeouts. And they're going to hold out 4 wide ones, and they're going to put him on. I should have thought of that before. Looking at it from the Angels' point of view, that's what you have to do. It'll be up to Aparicio, 2 for 4, 2 ribbies today. Reed into the windup. That's a 2-5 righty. Aparicio lines one into right field. Johnson's going to come around to score. All the way to third is Robinson. And Aparicio does it again with his 3rd hit of the day, an RBI single, and a big insurance run here for Baltimore. Aparicio at 16, held on at 14, and the batter will be Russ Snyder. Reed from the stretch, pitch to Snyder's a 4-7, ground ball second base, Knopp to Seaburn, and that will do it. But the Orioles pick up a run on 1 hit, leave 2, and they're going to make some changes here. Robinson's going to stay in and right. Pitcher will go in Snyder's spot. That's going to be Dick Hall coming in to pitch for the Orioles. So Hall. All right, let me get this all straight here. Robinson to the 9 spot. Pitcher in Snyder's spot. Robinson in right. Bowens will move to center. And here comes Dick Hall. As Hall warms up, let's take a look at his numbers. 11 games, 2-0 with 3 saves and a 1.13 in 16 innings of work. Orioles with an excellent and deep bullpen, and they still have Stu Miller and Eddie Watt. Bill Gene Brabender, Bill Short from the left side. Hello, Meister. That's actually a good idea, Michael. Honestly, if the Orioles had had a left-handed batter on the bench against Reed, I would have done that instead of Frank Robinson. So I have to admit, I didn't think the whole thing out. The reason I bunted with Bowens is because I knew the pitcher wasn't going to bat. If you're going to have Echebarren and then the pitcher hitting, you don't bunt there. Just offering some explanation. I'm not saying it wasn't mistakes. I think it was. And Baltimore got the run anyway. They take a 7-5 lead as we stretch here. That means it's Mookie time. Now you won't have to look far. Okay. There he is in my seat. What's up there, Mookie? Up here, buddy. There you go. Looks like Mookie's water needs a refill. The life of a cat. All right, Dick Hall ready to go to work here in the bottom of the 7th, top of the order for California. Jose Cardinal to start it off. He's 1 for 3 today. Hall gets the sign. Here's the windup and the pitch. That's a 3-11 right-handed grounder to first base. White to first. Powell gloves it. underhands to Hall covering, and there's one down. That'll bring up Jim Fregosi. Fregosi 1 for 3 on the day. Hall gets his sign. Here's the pitch to Fregosi. It's a 1-6 right-hander. Hot shot to third. Brooks Robinson. 2 Powell, 2 down. So Brooks having a hell of a game on both sides of the ball today. And here's Rick Reichart with 2 down. Reichart 2 for 3 with a home run. His league-leading 14th of the season. Hall into the windup. The pitch is a 2-6 righty. He flies one into center field. Backing up is Bowens, and he puts it away for a 1-2-3 seventh. With Powell, Robinson, and Blefary, that's going to be it for Reed. Partly, too, because he's a computer-only card. And lefty Clyde Wright will come in for the Angels, their 5th pitcher of the day. Reed worked an inning. 1 hit, 1 run, walked 2, one of them intentionally, and struck out 1. Wright on the season, 1-3 with a 3.52 in 10 appearances. Has not made a start yet. He will make 13 starts. This must have been very early in the career for Clyde Wright. I remember the year he was a 20-game winner. I think it was 1970, I want to say. And yes, this was his rookie year, 25 years old. Powell, Brooks Robinson, and Blefary do here in the 8th inning. Wright ready to go to work now. Powell 1 for 4 today. Clyde Wright gets the sign. The left-hander wind up, and the pitch is a 5-4 lefty. Third base X. That's a tough play for Shaw. Shaw with 325 ranging to his left. On a 14 E-range. It's a 5 on a 25, and he muffs it. That's going to be an error on Shaw, and Powell will reach. Second time Powell's reached on an error, and for the Angels, their 4th error of the game. You're not going to win many games against the Orioles making 4 errors. Robinson 2 doubles and then was drilled. Coincidence? Wright from the stretch. Pitch to Brooks on a 2-7. He lifts one into left field. Reichart backing up a bit and pulls it in. Wondering if I should hit for Blefary. They're leading, so I'll let him bat. Blefary 1 for 4. Wright 5-7 left-handed. That's ripped into the right center gap. Triple to 8. It's going to be a 2-star single. Powell to third. Kirkpatrick able to cut it off. It was down the line. And Blefary aboard of his 2nd hit of the day. That'll bring up Davy Johnson as righty Minnie Rojas throws in the Angel pen. I think he did, Joel. Thank you. Yeah, I think he did throw a no-hitter. And I was going to check and see if that was 1970. I'm pretty sure it was. Yep, 22 and 12 in 1970. He was their ace for several years, and that was around the time when I was really getting into baseball. Just before the turn of the decade. Didn't do much in 69, but 70, 71, and 72, he was a workhorse, winning 22, 16, and 18 games respectively. Facing Dave Johnson now, with runners at the corners and one down. They'll play at a double play depth, right, trying to coax the ground ball here. That's going to be a 2-5. Grounder to third base. Shaw has it, goes down to Connaught for one to first, not in time, and a run will score on the 5-4 force. Powell crosses the plate. Credit Johnson with the ribby. And with two out, Bowens will be the hitter. Wright checks the runner from the stretch. 4-5 right-handed. Grounder shortstop X. Tough chance for Gossi. 2E36 as he ranges into the hole. On a 6. He makes a fine stop. Throws to first. Just does nip Bowens at first, and the side is retired. Nice play, Jim Fregosi. Baltimore picks up an insurance run, an unearned run charged to right. And they now lead it 8-5. They're going to go ahead and pull Bleffery now. Paul Blair will come in and take over in center. Bowens moves to left, so Bowens has played all three outfield positions in this game. And here's Dick Hall as Stu Miller takes off his jacket down in the Baltimore pen. Hall rated 4 for relief endurance. They may not need Miller. And Al is here. Some nice numbers here on Hall from Al. Wow. 19 non-intentional walks in 368 innings. Wow. Now I got to look at his card again for this year. 8 walks in 66 innings, and I'm guessing, thanks to Al, at least a couple of those were intentional. Probably more than half, going by the numbers. I wonder if he was walking left-handers to get to a right-hander. That'd be my guess. I did not know that, Joel. Dick Hall came up as an outfielder in 1952. Hall pitched a 1-2-3 inning in the 7th, now facing Norm Seaburn here in the bottom of the 8th. Hall into the windup. The pitch to Seaburn's a 5-6 lefty. That's going to be line drive second base way. Single to 3, and it's speared by a leaping Davy Johnson to rob Seaburn of the base hit. He just missed it. Single 1-3. He rolled to 4. And now here's Ed Kirkpatrick. 0 for 3 today. Hall gets the sign. Here's the pitch to Ed on a 5-7. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. First K for Hall. And Stu Miller must like what he's seeing because he sat down in the Orioles pen. Here's Bobby Knopp, 1 for 3. Hall into the windup. It's a 5-7. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 6 up, 6 down for Dick Hall. And we go to the 9th in an 8-5 game. Clyde Wright comes out for his second inning of work. Clyde Wright, the rookie left-hander, facing Andy Etchebarren as he goes into the windup. Pitch is a 3-8 lefty. Called strike 3. And the batter will be Frank Robinson, intentionally walked in the 7th. Frank with 12 home runs on the season. Here's the pitch to right. It's a 4-12. It's a base hit into left field for Frank Robinson. That'll bring up Aparicio. 3 for 5 for Luis. Right from the stretch. It's a 5-11. Swung on and missed. Strike 3. 2 Ks in the inning for Wright. And Dick Hall will be the hitter. With 2 out and a big lead, they're going to let him hit. Right-handed hitter 2. 4-5. Grounder to shortstop X. Tough chance for Fregosi. 236. Here's the play on a 3, and he makes a diving stop to his feet, throws across, and and Hall is retired. So it took a fine play to get Dick Hall out. No runs, a hit, 1 left, and we go to the bottom of the 9th. Dick Hall looking for the 3-inning save now. Satriano, Shaw, and the pitcher's spot due. I want to thank everybody for watching today. Appreciate it as always. I got to refresh my screen now. Well, that doesn't tell me anything. Okay, so Joel's message was the last message in the chat. Satriano 0 for 3 today as Hall comes set. Here's the windup and the pitch. It's a 2-4 right-handed. He pops him up right side. Johnson has it, and there's 1 away. Paul Shaw will be the batter now. He's 0 for 2 with a walk. Hall studying the signs. Now the windup. The pitch to Shaw on a 5-11, and Shaw hits a ground ball right up the middle and through into center field for a base hit. Now we'll have a batter for Clyde Wright. And against the righty, it's going to be the left-handed hitter, Jay Johnstone, the prankster. Johnstone 4 for 13, all as a pinch hitter. Hall now working from the stretch. Here's the pitch to Johnstone. That's a 1-3. Fly ball to right field, playable. Frank Robinson is there. And the Angels down to their final out. It'll be Jose Cardinal. Shaw takes his lead. Hall from the stretch. It's a 6-5 righty. Fly to right field. Robinson waiting on it, and that's the ball game. No runs to hit, one left. 8-5 is the final. And as always, I'll have the totals for you in just a moment. Hall with a 3-inning save. Grabowski picks up the win. Bunker only worked 4+, so he doesn't qualify. Grabowski goes to 2-0 on the season, and for Hall, his 4th save. Newman takes the loss. He drops to 1-4. Wright in his 2 innings, 2 hits, a run unearned, no walks, 2 strikeouts. Hall, 3 innings, just 1 hit, no walks, 2 strikeouts. For the Orioles, 8 runs on 12 hits, no errors. The Angels, 5 runs, 8 hits, and a whopping 4 errors. Player of the game. My sentiments exactly, Franklin. Brooks Robinson is your Chief Spokane Gary player of the game. 2 doubles, 3 ribbies, and at least 3 fine plays. That's true, Ben. Yeah, you don't see 3-inning saves anymore. You don't see 3 innings, period, for the most part. Well, that's going to do it for me here on a Saturday. And I'm not sure about tomorrow still. I might be going out tomorrow. So I'll leave it this way. If I'm home, I'll roll a game. I'm not going to schedule it just yet, but I'll tell you what it is. It'll either be tomorrow or Monday. It's the New York Yankees at the Chicago White Sox. Fritz Peterson versus Juan Pizarro. And that'll do it for me. I want to thank everybody for hanging out with me this afternoon. Take care, everybody. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. Spokane Steve signing off.